If we don't get money shortly, the school could close at the end of this year. That's how deep the crisis is. The financial cutbacks hasn't helped, and the fact that the education board still don't tell parents about the school because it's an independent school is not only a source of worry to us, but it's unfair to the parents of children who have cerebral palsy. The children will go back, possibly go into an ordinary special school, and while there's great special schools, the teachers physically don't have the training that the conductors from the Pedo Institute have. These conductors are specifically trained to work with children with cerebral palsy. And I have witnessed that over 22 years, and I've seen the difference that has made to children. Daniel Murphy, who's in the front of our brochure, his mother was told to have no hopes for him. Daniel got a silver medal for swimming for Ireland in the Special Olympics, a gold medal to represent Ireland. He works 4 days a week and studies on the 5th day. He got 2 sets of exam results last week, and he leads an independent life. So for our children who are here now, the 15 or so that are here, they could end up in wheelchairs for the rest of their lives, and there'll be a burden on their parents and on the community. That's the difference. Out of the first 10 that we helped, I think about 3 of them have got their degrees. Others can walk better than hoped for, and in some cases, as one mother said recently, at least her child can hold a spoon and feed himself when he wants to eat. It's the only part of his life that he can control, and that's a big thing for a parent. The other big thing is most of them can indicate that they want to go to the toilet, which is a very simple, basic need. And I need help from the community to help these children who live in the community, who are part of the community. 1 child in 400 is born with cerebral palsy. So there are hundreds of them born every year. And yet we're the only conductive education school in Ireland. We have quite a few of these in England and in Wales and in most of the modern world. And I can't understand, as a former educationalist for 30 years, why it's not embraced over here. Politicians support us, the church leaders support us, Chamber of Commerce for Northern Ireland supports us, American Consul supports us. And I can't understand why education chiefs in the 5 education boards won't sit down, say, well, let's take it on even as a pilot project and evaluate it over years. We have offered that to them. Possibly it's just a lack of vision or a lack of understanding of what it's really like to work with a child with cerebral palsy, to work with them on a 24-hour basis, to help a child learn how to turn over in bed independently. One of our little girls who can walk in a walking frame is struggling at the moment to be able to turn over in bed at 9 years of age. Now, if that child had come to us at 14 or 15 weeks, we'd have got over that hurdle and would be gone on to the next part of our development. So we have the support, but there's a blockage somewhere, and we have to overcome that blockage politically and positively, and in the meantime we need to raise funds and awareness to the benefits of this school. The children with cerebral palsy, they have a daily struggle even to walk. Terence Charles, who has his own business, he said that he has to think of every step that he takes. We had a struggle to get the conductors over here and to overcome the problem with the conductors in the height of the troubles here. We took a photograph in Dungannon with 3,000 people. We turned Dungannon for 1 day into a triangle of hope and put a white buddy bear at the front of it and said to people, come and help children with cerebral palsy. Be a buddy or be a pal to a child. It could be a child close to you. We were successful in that. Dr. Paisley, John Hume, John Taylor signed that photograph, and we got the late Pope to sign it, and it was more recently signed by David Cameron, Prime Minister, who had his own tragedy in life when he lost his son. And David said on television, conductive education can make life-changing consequences for some children and families. We're only trying to help a few children. We're not trying to change the whole education system. The support's there, people want to help, and we just have to raise the funds until we can convince the Assembly to make the money available. Because 4 years ago they said that they wanted to make the money available, but that funding has been blocked. At the moment we have a group of business people and others trying to help us, and we're delighted with that. But if we can't get the funds, then the school will close, and children will go back into their communities, children will be left in wheelchairs, children will be left to be looked after by their parents. You think of it, when a parent has a child, they're full of hope for the future for that child. They would hope that their child would look after them when they get old. But talk to any of my parents, and their worst fear is, what will happen to my child after I die? Now that's the nightmare. The other big nightmare that motivates me to help them is, these children have brains, but their arms and legs or their speech won't let them communicate. And as I told the Pope and told Dr. Paisley, my fear is that a child with an active brain could be trapped by his or her own body for life. So I have no hesitation in saying to people, whether it be President Barack Obama, Dr. Paisley, Peter Robinson, Martin McGuinness, these children are part of our community. I simply want you to help them. Give them a chance to have a better quality of life. Give their parents a chance to have a normal life instead of making them enforced carers for life. Let them have a better quality of life by giving a small support to our children and to this particular school. We need more of these schools. The teaching union supports what we're doing. It's a new resource in the battle against cerebral palsy and against children with special needs. And in Northern Ireland, the numbers of children with special needs is rising every year. So why not embrace this? They have it in England, they have it in the UK and in developed countries. Why not have it here?